Hello, light workers, star seeds, all my conscious, aware, awakened people. Hello, hello, hello. Well, I'm doing something a little different. We're going to do a pick a card tonight. As a lot of you hopefully do know, Jupiter and Pluto are conjunct again starting today in Capricorn, and they're both in retrograde. So I wanted to pull some cards just so we could see what the energy is. What do we need to be paying attention to during this conjunction again, okay, with Saturn in Capricorn as well. So I have three options for you. Option number one is the Malachite stone. Option number two is the Indigo GABBRO stone. And option number three is the Labradorite stone. So you can look these up. Malachite, Indigo, GABBRO, and Labradorite, they all assist us in kind of protecting our consciousness and helping with transformation and transmutation and all kinds of great stuff. So option number one is the Malachite. Option two is the Indigo GABBRO. And option three is the Labradorite. Now these cards here are all our Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. So I want you to concentrate which one speaks to you. And then there are timestamps down below. So feel free to choose, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Bye. Welcome back. For those of you that chose the Malachite stone, we're going to move this over now, and let's see what the card is. Well, quite appropriately, it is a heart chakra card. You saw these were down. I didn't know. And this is a heart and throat chakra stone. So this is trickery. So we have to watch out for trickery. Let's read and then we'll pull some tarot, okay? I'm going to read let me just put this right here for you guys so you can see it. Trickery. And let's see what the book has to say. Kelly the Green Dragon. The tempter is as guilty as the thief. Back. Okay. The legend. Kelly the Green Dragon has one jumbo-sized acorn to get him through the winter. Squirrel spies the huge acorn and decides he just has to have it to win the 4th annual acorn contest. To tempt Kelly, he fills a basket with rocks and scatters the tiny acorns he has collected on top. Kelly feels the weight of the basket and steals it, allowing Squirrel to grab the single acorn. But they both lose. Kelly now has less food, and Squirrel is disqualified from the contest for cheating. During trying times, things may be easier if you ask for help. Don't be disappointed if assistance does not come from the place you expect. Are you afraid to tell the truth? How does that fear make you manipulate others? What do I really need to say? Let's see. You know, sometimes what happens, we're going to use the Chakra Wisdom Tarot as well. Sometimes what really happens is sometimes we trick ourselves, right? Like we don't ask, oh goodness, we don't ask for help when we need it, right? We fool ourselves into thinking maybe that people either aren't going to help us or I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like we tell ourselves different stories. Like we can't do it the right way. I mean, the squirrel in that whole thing was basically, he wanted to win so badly that he just was willing to win at all costs. That's not cool, right? That's not going to work. Wow, we've got heart chakra and I've got all solar plexus chakra cards here, guys. So I'm going to move this. Remember, we're dealing with, are we tricking ourselves in our own heart? Are we not giving ourselves the truth? Basically, right? Are we not giving ourselves the truth? Are we not telling ourselves the truth? Are we not speaking our truth? Are we not living our truth? Are we not speaking up for ourselves? Are we trying to use, maybe in our subconscious, are we kind of manipulating a situation? That really could be. So we have the Two of Coins, which is a sacral chakra card. Pardon me. Come, Gemini. Come. Okay. Sacral chakra. Okay, this Two of Coins. Basically, in this discussion here, what she represents is the ship is out there. She knows that ship is perfectly, fully laden with goods, right? She knows that that ship's coming in for her. Because remember, what comes after this is the Three of Coins. But she's got to decide, is she going to leave the safety and comfort of her own home and get up and get out there and take the chance and operate in her power and go get it, or is she just going to be okay with what she has? And then we have the Two of Cups. Are you operating truly out of what you love? Are you truly married to what you love? Are you truly married to yourself? Are you operating self-love? Are you operating in self-partner? We literally have 3 twos here. And the Two of Swords. Are you blinded by indecision? You have to take the blindfolds off at some point. You have, listen, 3 twos, guys? 3 twos. Let's look up the angel number 222. You know, I always tell everybody, I don't memorize all the repetitive numbers. I don't memorize them because you can always find them. Angel number 222 has to do with balance, manifesting miracles, and new auspicious timely opportunities. Angel number 222 encourages you to take a balanced, harmonious, and peaceful stance in all areas of your life. The message is to keep the faith and stand strong in your personal truths. Let me tell you guys something. And you might say, well, Lisa, what in God's name does trickery have to do with 222? Do you see the only 2 that's not out here? Is the Two of Wands. You're lacking your own inspiration and your own drive, your own belief in yourself that you can do this, that you can make the decision, stick to the decision, and that the decision will be good for you. You've got to find balance here. You have to find balance. Don't fool yourself into thinking you cannot succeed. So during this Jupiter Pluto conjunction, in both of them in retrograde, Venus has just come out of retrograde. Mercury is still there. It'll be there till June 12th. Now listen, but that's not the point. And Neptune is stationary retrograde. I believe it's retrograde now on the 25th. Listen, it feels like you're in a fog. It feels like you don't know which way to go. It feels like you don't have sure footing. It feels like, you know what I'm saying? It could for some of you. And some of you have been fighting so hard to get this sure footing and being able to make these decisions and trusting yourself. Don't let this be all for naught. Just because the world is going haywire and just because it seems like nobody knows what they're doing, you know what you're doing. You have to be Two of Cups to yourself. You have to decide within yourself that you are going to move, that you are going to grab your power, that you are going to finally decide, listen, I love myself. I am self-partnered. I am self-fulfilled. I don't need to resort to trickery of any kind. I don't need to trick my own mind into thinking I can accomplish that which I set out to do. I don't need to do that. I don't need to try to like, okay, well, maybe if I'm just really super nice and they just maybe possibly they'll let me go on and do this. Maybe I'll be able to. What are you doing? Stop being a mouse. Get up and get out there. Make a decision that this is your intention and set your intention. Come into balance within yourself. Come into self-partnership, right? So that you can go on and step outside of your comfort zone and go get it. Go live your life. I think some of you guys have fooled yourself into believing that you don't deserve the life Maybe some of you have fooled yourself into believing this isn't the right time. Maybe some of you have fooled yourself into believing manifestation doesn't work for you, that your intentions don't mean anything, that you just don't have it, right? Guess what you do? That is your ego mind. That is the world tricking you into not being who you were called to be. During this Jupiter Pluto conjunction in Capricorn, in a retrograde, I want you to stop, pause, and review. Where have you allowed other people to take your voice, take your self-confidence, and, at the end of the day, take your abundance from you? Where can you get into balance with all three? If maybe you've overspent a little bit, maybe you pull back. If maybe what you really wanted is to start a business, but you're just not sure which way to go or which business to start, make one decision and move, right? Make one decision and take a step forward. Make one decision and take that step forward, but it's time for you to take your personal power back, and time for some of you to stop allowing the world to trick you into thinking, and other people like in your life to allow to trick you into thinking you can't. That you can't. Okay? The passive aggressive won't work and all that kind of stuff. Pick yourself up, not being a victim. Okay? The world doesn't happen to you. You happen to the world. I'm going to pull a Goddess Power. I don't even think I've used this deck yet. A Goddess Power Oracle. We're going to pull one more Oracle for you guys because I really feel that that's really super necessary. So can I have one more, please, for my Malachite? One more, please. One more Oracle for my Malachite friends. One more Oracle, please. Wow. Hecate, the in-between. You are in between greatness and not so greatness. You are in between what you have always been meant to do with your eternal life, with your purpose here in this incarnation, and not allowing that to happen. You are in the in-between. You yourself can either rise up or you can go down. This is an empowerment message. You are standing in the liminal spaces between what was and what will be, what you have been and who you are becoming. The Greek goddess of crossroads, Two of Swords, and the in-between, Hecate, welcomes you to her domain and reminds you that neither place is your home. You're being tasked to carefully choose the direction of your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions. So stop being on the in-between. Make a move, make a choice. It's time for you to make a choice, and stop allowing yourself to be tricked by the world into thinking that you cannot make it. All right? So, guys, I want to thank you so much for being here. Please consider liking and subscribing. Please share this video. I hope you're enjoying my content. Leave me some comments down below, all right, so that you let me know if you like this, and if you do, we can do more of it. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. Namaste. Bye-bye. Welcome, Indigo Gabbro. You chose this one. Now, this is a very special stone, right? Let me get my notes. Oh, my goodness. What is it? Okay. You know what? It helps with, like, consciousness, awareness, things of that nature. It's a very good protective stone. So look it up, Indigo Gabbro. We'll be doing some videos on these stones very shortly. So my Indigo Gabbro, let's move that over and let's see what we have. Oh, higher chakra. We have confusion. This is for higher chakra, right? Let me put this over here. Confusion. Now that's a chakra wisdom oracle card, right? So we're going to look at that. Let's see here. Actually, it's a neutral, so this is kind of just in general, okay? Overall impressions are neutrality. These are for enlightenment, consciousness, purpose, wisdom, spirituality, unity, and expansiveness, okay? So this is all about embracing the universe, the spirit of universal consciousness. So let's look at confusion and see why that's in here. I think that's what this one is. Yep. Silver cloud. Every silver lining has a cloud. Jana climbs Faith Mountain in dense fog, wondering whether her decision to leave her boyfriend was the right one. Oh my goodness. Okay. There is another man waiting in the wings. There always is. Silver cloud surrounds her, and it is cold and scary. Despite her confusion, she keeps climbing. As she reaches the summit, the fog clears, revealing the town far below. With Silver Cloud's help, she has journeyed much farther than she realized. She now knows what to do. She begins the long journey home to reclaim her love. Through the willingness to be in confusion, this is the neutrality where we're just like it's neither good nor bad, right? We're living in neutrality. We find clarity. There is nothing to solve. Meditation and quiet time will bring clarity. Okay? So allow the confusion to happen because confusion brings clarity, okay? So what we're going to do, leave that there. I'm going to pull some Wisdom Oracle Tarot cards, okay? And let's see what clarification we have. Can I have 3 cards, please? Where are we at? You know, it makes sense with this Indigo Gabbro. You guys have to look this up. We'll get some, we'll do a protective stones or just a general stone video soon, but you gotta look that up because that does actually help with the clarity, like bringing clarity to your consciousness through meditation. Oh my goodness, how beautiful are these cards? This definitely goes along with this. We have to be strong enough to get through the confusion. Oh, love. Okay, let's talk about these. Move this out of the way. Okay, so that we could talk about these cards. Now remember, we're dealing with just living in the neutrality of confusion. Jupiter Pluto Conjunction does bring this power struggle, this internal power struggle, the external power struggle. It brings where do I really fit into this world? Where do my ideas really fit into this world? How am I going to, get my piece of the pie, so to speak? How am I going to expand my horizons? When it seems everything is stacked against me, right? And we don't have the beauty of the South Node, any longer in Capricorn to kind of soothe this energy. So this is some pretty strong energy. And the first card that came through with the solar plexus, they're always, these cards are wonderful, but they are always color coded. So this is solar plexus chakra, the high priestess. And with the high priestess, I'm just going to bring that closer. The young lady in the cloak is the Fool. She represents the Fool. This is the Fool's journey through the major arcana. And she's looking at the high priestess and saying, and the question then here is, are you willing to trust your intuition to become what you've meant to become? Are you willing to trust yourself enough to get through, even though this is a super confusing time right now? This is a very confusing time because it seems like everywhere you turn and each way you go, it's like, I think I get just a little bit further along the lines and then all of a sudden, bam, something hits and it just seems like it takes me further back. But you have to have sacral chakra strength through the confusion, okay? She has this understated beautiful strength. This is sacral into solar plexus. This is her coming, you coming, doesn't matter male or female, you coming into your own. You don't need to roar and pounce on people and maul them in order to show your strength. True strength comes from inside. And as you're trying to find your true strength, that inner strength, that is beyond all reproach, that is beyond all ability for anyone on earth to be able to touch, to be able to, once you find the strength and you allow yourself to go through the confusing moments and you just trust you have been on the right path, that you are just one foot in front of the other, you're going to keep walking, you're going to keep moving one foot in front of the other. Okay? Don't like miss out on that. Like, don't just like, oh my gosh, one foot in front of the other. Okay? Are you going to trust that? Are you going to trust that and believe that? And you got to keep doing that just so you can get through the confusion. So if you can follow your intuition, follow your gut, show your strength, right? Walk in your strength, then you get to this Princess of Coins. Now that's heart chakra. You get to the point, remember what her journey was. She's like, okay, I'm leaving that man. There's somebody else over here. I think the grass is greener, so let me go up here and clear my mind. I got to get him out of my mind. And, you know, it might not be a relationship you got to have to get out of your mind. It could be anything that you just got to get past, right? Choices you've made, people that you've allowed in your life, and maybe you're feeling like you got to get them out, or whatever the case is. Like, we're dealing with a lot of stuff on a very basic solar and sacral chakra level, like our foundation. But once we get to that point of clarity, then our heart sings. Like, this is like the Page of Coins. Then we've got this renewed, like, oh my gosh, ding, 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 light bulb goes on, and this is how I can create. Light bulb goes on, and ding, 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 here we go. This is what we can do. Like, we begin to really believe that we can have the harvest. We begin to see that we can have the harvest. And we begin to be like, you know what? When our heart starts singing, once we see how the blooms are coming, the blossoms are coming and everything, once we see that for ourselves, oh my gosh. Then you know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, once you get that clarity and you're like, oh my gosh, that is exactly what I've been trying to figure out. But you had to climb the mountain. You had to go through the obstacles. You had to deal with what you had to deal with in order to get there, right? So allow the confusion to happen, because through confusion comes clarity, right? Through confusion comes clarity. It comes, and then once you come out of that, you are single-minded and your intentions are just pure. And then your heart, with this Princess of Coins, your heart can really decide. Like, she's looking at everything that's, I think she's got the past too, somewhat. She's really looking at this coin, and she's like relishing it, and she is just like so amazed by it, because it's like, this is something I've created, right? I believe it. I finally believe it. I believe in myself. When your heart sings, and when your heart sings at the frequency of that which you have already set your intention towards, this is when manifestation happens. This is when manifestation happens. When we take the energy out of manifestation, that's kind of when we only have the law of attraction. Like, when we take the energy out of quantum manifestation, where you're emoting it from your heart, that's when we really have law of attraction. And I'm going to tell you something. As you're coming up, like, a lot of times you'll be like setting intentions, and during this time, it's going to be confusing. Like, while we're in this conjunction, it's going to be confusing, because it's also a retrograde. These are two powerhouse energies. They're two powerful energies. It's like this personal control, power. We're losing control. People want to exercise control. All these things are happening. The network is kind of breaking down around us. You know, we've got, here comes Saturn all the way back in, like, haha, you thought I left, but I'm here to teach you some more. So we got all this stuff going on, right? And there's kind of like this almost finality to in a certain sense. There's just a little bit of a finality. So what I want you to do is take your time, but trust your gut. Your gut's brought you here this far. It's not going to turn around. The universe, God, spirit, source, creator is not going to leave you, but you have got to exercise some strength, and you've got to put some work into this, and trust as you ascend higher. Trust me, it does clarify. Okay, now here we have Ariana Rod. Ariane Rod. There we go. Holy cat. Some of these goddesses I've never heard of. So I'm pulling from the Goddess Power Oracle, and she represents time. So that's number 3. Let's go to time. So she's probably Celtic. Ariane Rudd, yes. Right now, you have all the time in the world to reach the fullest potential of all your intentions and desires. Ariane Rudd, the Celtic goddess of time, is your champion, and she will ensure your timing is perfect. The hours will expand to gift you with the space that you need to complete anything you started. Today, recognize no matter what is in front of you, time is your friend. Consider everything you intend and desire, that everything you intend and desire also has its own relationship to time, and all will come to you in the perfect form and in the perfect moment. Patience, dedication, and quiet anticipation are delicate yet potent allies now. Ariane Rudd is your ally, and your timing is perfect. This honestly speaks to this. It took her some time to get up that mountain and to get clarity to be able to see. Trust yourself. You're on the right path. You're on the right path. Keep going. All right, Indigo Gabbro. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and share. Give me some comments down below. Let me know how this resonated. And hopefully I will see you very soon. Let me know if you like this content. We'll do more, okay? Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you. Namaste. Bye-bye. Hello, my Labradorites. If you chose Labradorite, this is your reading. Here we go. Let's take a look. All right, now Labradorite, please look this up. This is a fabulous, fabulous stone. It is just amazing for, for transformation, for transmutation. Very, very powerful stone. Very powerful. We'll talk about it some more soon. Your card, oh, look at this. Your card is Soulmate, and that is for our root chakra. Okay, your card is Soulmate. I love that, Labradorites. That makes so much sense. All right, let's look at this. Look up Labradorite and its properties. Rose without thorns. It is time to face my true feelings. It is time for him to leave her again, to use the script he always does at this point. He even knows her next line. She will say, "How can you do this to me?" But unexpectedly, she says, "I love you." The words of the script die on his tongue. He struggles to get them out. Just a few words, and he will be free, but they don't come. Suddenly, he clasps her to him. He loves her. This is the true freedom he sought. To enjoy the beauty of a rose, we must risk being pricked by our inner thorns. This offers a new way to live. The best incentive to change is love. What truth am I embracing? This card indicates no longer living a lie. Speaking your truth, choosing love, freedom through transformation, which is the Labradorite. Yes, unexpected outcome and new truths. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get some Chakra Wisdom Tarot and see where we're at. That Labradorite is all about transformation. I just said that. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Literally, these cards are just beautiful for my Labradorites. Beautiful. Love it. Let's get one more, please. One more, please. Oh, she came out again. Wow, she wants to come out. Okay. Remember, so this is all about living our truth, embracing our truth. What am I needing to embrace this time? Let me tell you something. What that beautiful story really does say to me too is, where have you been feeling like you don't deserve that truth that you really want? Where have you felt that? Why do you feel that way still? What do you keep pushing away that's really such an intimate part of you that you're just like, oh, but I can't, right? First card we have for clarification is the Emperor, and this is the throat chakra card. So speaks all to, are you going to sit at the seat of your throne, sit on your throne, and speak it, make the edict, declare it in your land, declare it in your universe, declare it in your world that this is what it is, that this is my truth, this is my life, during this time of mass confusion, and I'm just going to give up and I can't do this anymore and this is just too much with all this crazy energy, right, going on. Guess what? Venus is direct again in Gemini, so change your thoughts to focus back on what you truly love and what is truly beautiful to you and what you truly desire. And if they've been trying to take it away from you, the world or other people, and putting those thoughts in your head, it's time for you to stop being the gentleman that's always like, oh, I'm not good enough and I think I need to be free. I mean, I think that being in a relationship is just too gosh darn hard, so I think I need to be free. When they were the only ones putting the shackles on themselves. You're the one putting the shackle on yourself. So speak your freedom, honey. Speak your freedom with this Ace of Cups, root chakra. Are you ready to grab? Are you ready to finally accept the gift that is being given to you from the heavens? Are you finally willing to being willing to accept the gift you've been trying to give yourself that's always been there? Are you finally willing to accept that gift of higher consciousness, the gift of higher spirituality, the gift of instantaneous manifestation, the gift of emotional fulfillment, the gift of spiritual fulfillment, the gift of spiritual power, the gift of, through that, then material, what you wish to have in the material world, independent of whatever everybody else is going through, because your foundation is true. Are you ready to accept that gift and be your own soulmate in power and in truth? And here we have the Princess of Coins. Now she showed up for the other one too. This is the budding. This is like the Page of Coins. New ideas, new inspirations, new way to find abundance. That coin represents everything. Total peace, nothing missing, nothing broken. Total manifestation. When you truly embrace yourself, love yourself, when you can look past your own thorns, all of you stand sitting at the seat of your truth and speaking it out, embracing all that Spirit has for you with this Ace of Cups and accepting this beautiful gift. Guess what you get? Oops, guess what you get? You get manifestation. It doesn't happen until there's creation. Creation happens with divine masculine and divine feminine energy coming together. So you're going to balance these two finally within yourself and allow yourself to create that which you were always meant to have. With his words, the worlds were created. With your words, your world is created. You just have to decide that's what you want to do. You just have to decide during this Jupiter Pluto Conjunction in retrograde that you're like, wait a minute, I finally get it. I finally see what I love. I finally see what I love, and I finally see who I was meant to be. I'm going to pull a Goddess Power Oracle for you. Oh, this is beautiful. Ipana. Ipana. Wise leadership. Let's see what that's all about. Stepping into the world with a sense of surety and positive self-worth is what is called for now. Ipana, the Celtic Roman horse goddess of leadership and guidance, offers you her wisdom. Know that you have what it takes to heed it. You can do anything you place your attention on, and you'll find it easy to accomplish what's needed for your intentions to take form. Whether you are aware of this or not, the way you manage your accomplishments and even the way you handle failures and losses is modeling the way forward for others. Being that emperor, be the leader. There is a wisdom growing within you. Being true to who you are and placing integrity and humility equal to enthusiasm makes you a wise leader indeed. One that the goddess Ipana is so proud of. Be that leader. Lead yourself. Don't be afraid to love yourself. Don't be afraid to be that strong person, that strong tower. Don't be afraid to speak it into existence. Don't be afraid to accept all the gifts that are actually already within you. You're just remembering that you have them. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Hey, thank you so much, Labradorite. My Labradorites, thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for being here. And leave me some comments down below. Let me know how this resonated. And if you're enjoying this type of content, let me know. We'll do some more pick-a-cards, okay? Happy Jupiter Pluto Conjunction. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you so much. Namaste. Bye. Thank you.